Hey folks, it's Mr. Curtis over at Oakwood, and today we're going to be looking at line 52, a strand of DNA. Haha, because it uses D and A. I get it. Alright, so you guys are going to be starting off on D, so make sure, you really need to be shadow bowing this before you even jump on trying to arco it. So when you practice shadow bowing this, make sure you're actually moving your elbow. So for most of us, unless you're a cello, the D, your elbow is going to be a little bit more elevated. Then when you pivot to A, there's no rest, so you got to pivot immediately into the second measure. That elbow is going to drop, unless you're a cello, at which point it's going to come up. So when you do this, D, 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 elbow pivots, A, elbow, D, D, elbow, A, elbow, D. Then they have an off reset and a repeat. Elbow up for D, 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 elbow, A, elbow, D, D, elbow, A, elbow, D, off reset, rest, rest. So that little bow lift there, you can check the definition just above 52. It's an off reset. You pick the bow up, set it back to the frog. Also pay attention to the bow markings. You guys start on a down bow and do alternate, or more, really what we say more often is as it comes. So you're just going to go back and forth on the bow. Down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then up, so on and so forth. Set your metronome to 45. Check your bow hold. Thumb is underneath the stick, really super bent. Middle finger reaching for ferrule, ring finger reaching for frog. Big knuckle relaxes over the stick. Do not hook, do not pull. That's tension we don't want. And then cello, bass, flop, shoulder holders, curve that pinky up on top. And 1 and 2, elbow up, and go now. Elbow. Elbow, 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 off reset. Here's the repeat. Elbow, 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 off reset. And you wait for the rest to finish themselves out. Make sure your bow hold stays steady. Check that you're pivoting your elbow in between notes. And for bonus points, make sure that you're staying in the same bow lane the entire time. I recommend staying in bow lane 3 for this, dead center, right between the fingerboard and the bridge. Keep your eyes on the music. Please look at the notes. Look at the notes, read the music. Good luck.